Hey everyone, we're getting going here. Welcome. We're just letting it go live and then we'll share it out and we're ready to rock and roll. So let's see. It looks like we're live. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're live. Yay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me mute the laptop so we're not getting tons of reverberation. And let me share this out. And while I'm sharing it out, why don't you share it out with me? Right? We'll share it out. I'm just going to say, come join us. Share it out on my personal page. You can share it on your personal page, wherever you like. This is also in the Energy Hub, all of those good things. Oh, look at Katie.
I should probably be sharing it too.
She's sharing it out too. We could all share this together. Welcome to the first episode of the Jonesin 4 live show. I am Spencer Jones, aka the Prince of Positivity, and this is the amazing
Katie Jones.
Yay, Katie. Yeah, for those of you that don't know Katie or haven't met her yet, she likes to be behind the scenes a lot. So I'm like, Katie, come, let me drag you out and be in front of the camera and have some fun doing this live show together. Is it fun?
I'm sure it will be.
So hop in the comments and let us know you are watching. I see we got some comments here. So we're going to just let us know you're watching. I see we have Logan. You're live. Yeah, Morris. Woohoo. J-Lo. Jennifer Locatis hopping in. Hey, Spencer and Katie. Well, hello. Thank you for hopping in, joining us. Well, as I said, this is the Jonesin 4 live show. It was 6 to 8 years ago. I did it for about 3 years. I did a live cooking show every week. It was a healthy cooking, half-hour recipes and such. But then after, the 2-3 years of it, we decided to put it on hiatus and just like, let's set that up there and see what else comes. And so then we've done podcasts, right? We have the Daily Energize, the Jonesin 4 show, and all these different things. And Katie and I were talking just a little while ago, like 2-3 months ago. It seems like so long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Like, how else can we help people on their journey? How else can we help people shine their light? And I remember that cooking show I had. And I said, well, why don't we do that? Not a cooking show, but this time a show all about helping you master your energy sovereignty, right? The stuff that we talk about, the stuff that we teach, build that positive, abundant mindset, and do it in a fun way, in like a TV show-esque. So, hey, if there's any sponsors out there want to sponsor us, have some fun, we can do that. But, right now it's just us here having some heart-to-heart time with you with a really structured format. You got excited, didn't you?
I got excited.
That happens. Clipping it on. There we go. The joys of figuring out all this good stuff. So, Katie, why don't you tell us a little bit about the show, like the format of it, just so people have an idea of what to expect.
Sure. So we're going to try to keep us kind of a steady process each week that we do it so that you know what to expect. Just like your favorite TV show, you kind of know like how it's going to go. So we will be focusing on centering ourselves at the beginning of the show when we welcome you. We're going to express some gratitudes, and then we'll have some sort of a focus about something about energy, preserving your energy, maximizing your energy, all those good things about, energy. Is it this guy over here? And we will have some opportunities for engagement, like advice in 60 seconds, where you can submit questions before the show, and we will answer whatever it is you ask. And of course, we will also have like a behind the scenes with Katie and Spencer where, we might just share some random things about ourselves, or maybe you could share some ideas with us about what could be included in that part. Yeah,
what would you like to see in a behind the scenes feature as well? I love it.
Yeah. So those are kind of like the pieces we're definitely going to have, and then we'll kind of play with it until it seems just right.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this, and the fact that, I've seen so many lives. I've done a bunch of lives, obviously, with the cooking show, but lives in between, just randomly. And some people have a steady show, which is great. It's predictable. It's at that same time and, a place where you can look for it. But the format sometimes lacking, and what we really wanted to do is put a structure. We were both former educators. Katie was a 4th and 5th grade teacher for 12 years. I was a middle school and high school choir director for 9 years. And we know that people might say they don't like structure, but everybody loves structure to a degree. And so, we like having structure, but be flexible with it. So that's what we thought we'd bring here, is bring a structured approach to this show. So I didn't start off the show in this way at all. I see we have Javi here. Hey, Javi! Obviously is here, the good old Hobbs. So I didn't start off the show the way that I intended to because I got way too excited sharing this out. Shocker. I know, it happens.
That's what
it
happens.
But we're going to start off with just 3 breaths. We're going to start off every show with 3 simple, deep breaths so we could center our minds, center our bodies, and just be present here together. You might have a whole bunch of stuff going on in your life and doing different things, and that's okay if you do, but try to come to the present moment just for here and now. So let's just take some time to breathe. So exhale what you have. Breathe in and out. And you can inhale or exhale through your nose or mouth. The choice is yours. Breathe in and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and out. So we're going to start every show with a nice centering breath or 3 breaths like that, and then find a gratitude, because gratitude is the center of building such a strong foundation of positivity. If we can be grateful for things, they could be big, they could be small, they could be everywhere between. So I'm going to ask all of you to share what's one thing you are grateful for right here and now. Share that in the comments. Drop them below and let us know what you are grateful for. Katie, what are you grateful for right here now?
Actually, right now I was just thinking about how grateful I am for my nephews, Jordy and Fisk. We just saw them on Thanksgiving, and Fisk is at that age where he is just like, wow, he's so funny, and I've been smiling since Thanksgiving because I just keep thinking of like how he was using Spencer as a jungle gym and how Jordy was playing with the new kittens, and so I'm just grateful for them and their boundless energy and their absolute zest for everything.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm Uncle Jungle Jim to them for sure, which I love. I play into it and play with them just as much because it's so much fun. Wow, today, there's so many things to be grateful for. Today, I am grateful for the ability to get stuff done, right? We came out after a long weekend, and I was able just to focus, had my to-do list, and man, I crushed a lot of those things on that list. Some of them is prepping for tonight and the show, but other things as well. So it just feels good to be accomplished, and I'm grateful for that ability to get stuff done. But there's so many things, right? It could be, maybe you're grateful for the sky, for the phone or laptop you're watching this on, internet, right? It could be the pencil or pen you have, or pieces of paper, or whatever. So many things. So what are you grateful for? Make sure you drop them in the comments. And if you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay in the comments. Let us know you're watching still. Answer the questions. We're going to be responding to them throughout. So even if you're not live, we'll still chat with you and have conversations right through the chat box, through the comments. That's what it's called. Comments.
Those
words are hard. I see Maura said, grateful for another day. Right? Another day to be here, to have an impact. It's amazing. For Jennifer put, for a boss who's flexible with my work schedule. I love that.
That's a big one.
It's huge. And Logan put, I'm grateful for my health. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Love it. Thank you for sharing those, and share other ones. I see we have Beverly here. Hey, Beverly, it's a late night in London, so I guess that makes us officially an international live show. Yes.
Woo!
Thank you, Beverly. I hope you're doing well. Beverly says, I'm grateful for the internet. Me too. That's how we all met, right? That's how we all get to be here. Javi put, I am grateful for my life. I am grateful to know you both. Thank you so much, Javi. We're grateful for you, and knowing you, a lot of the stuff wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for that man right there. So if you ever get to see him, you join us at our summit and see him there, or another time, make sure you give him a big old hug from us. Love it. Just for you both. Well, yes, Beverly, I appreciate that. We love you too. So let's dive in on the topic. So Katie said, all right, we have our beginning thing, gratitudes, right, to welcome us in and get our mind ready for this live show. And then we want to go deep into a topic. And today's topic is all about energy blocks, right? Energy blocks in our life, things that stop us from shining our light as bright as possible. Now, you've probably heard me say this before, but you have an amazing light inside of you. You really do. But there's things that stop us from shining bright. So Katie, why don't you share your story about energy blocks?
So a recent energy block I was having. So Spencer mentioned earlier that I was a classroom teacher for 12 years. I taught 4th and 5th grade. Loved it, but as so many teachers today are facing, I was getting to burnout, not really from the kids necessarily, but from the political BS, and, energy vampire coworkers and bosses and stuff like that. And so it's been great. I've been out of teaching now for a year and a half. I'm halfway through the second year not teaching. And it's been different, but great. And this year I decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to get in the subbing list and just kind of pop into classrooms every now and then, get a little kid fix, because I do love spending time with kids. It's the best thing ever. And so a friend of mine is an administrator at one of our local elementary schools, and so she asked me, hey, I've got these dates where teachers need to pull their kids to do some testing one-on-one with them, and could you sub those days and cover their classrooms while they're testing kids? And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm available all those days. So she signed me up for 5 days? Mm-hmm. So 4 days this week and 1 next week. And I was like, yeah, happy to help out. Like, I love April is her name. She's fantastic, and she's so great. We used to be teaching partners. She's wonderful. And so I was like, yeah, so I put them on my calendar, and then all of a sudden last week I went, oh, there isn't an extra week after Thanksgiving in November this year. I'm subbing this next week. And wow, it just hit me I'm going to be in school for 4 days this next week. I absolutely got this horrible attitude about it. Yesterday I had the Sunday blues. I used to get the Sunday blues. By Saturday afternoon, I'd start to get a little depressed because I was like, oh, it's practically Sunday. And once Sunday's here, it's already Monday, So,
can I just hop in real quick? How many of you have had the Sunday blues when you're like, oh, I have to go to work the next day? Maybe it happened yesterday for you. Drop in the comments. Let us know if you drop a hand or something up if you've had the Sunday blues before.
I'm sure it's not just teachers.
I'm sure.
So I was totally having the Sunday blues and cranky about it. And of course it was my choice to say yes, right? And so I'm surprised my parents and Spencer weren't shut up, but I was really cranky about it. So that's been kind of an energy block that I've had recently.
Yeah, just shifting your mindset for that, right? And we'll talk more about that
about
later.
that?
No, we'll jump into that later. I'm jumping ahead.
There's an outline for a reason, Spencer?
Yeah, right? I create this outline because I like structure, and then I just go, no.
He's just talk about this.
Just whatever.
Okay, it's fine. It's your turn. Why don't you share an energy block you've had recently?
Well, I think like many of us, we've had multiples. I've had the Sunday blues before too, but I will say ever since starting this business and doing what I love, it's very, 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 very rare. I think there's only been one Sunday in the 4 or 5 years that I felt that way. But one that happened recently to me that I became aware of, it was a relationship that I had. It was a toxic relationship that was crazy. I didn't realize it was toxic. I noticed, now upon reflecting, I didn't notice this at the time, although I knew I was doing it, but I didn't know why, which is the crazy part, is I was being careful about what I was saying to that person. I didn't want to offend them. I didn't want to hurt them. I wanted to make sure that our relationship stayed good. And it was just a toxic relationship to have, where I was trying to baby around, not baby around, that's not the right words, but just watch everything that I was doing, right? To make sure, tiptoe.
You had to tiptoe.
Yeah, I had to tiptoe around. And, I love the person. I still do. I wish them all the best in life and the stuff that they're doing, but I just needed to be strong for myself and realize, hold on, this is an energy block. This is stopping me from reaching my full potential, or reaching, not full potential, but helping my light shine as bright as it possible now. Because on this journey, right, we all go through our own journeys, our own pathways. Sometimes those pathways meet up. Sometimes they're there a long time together. Sometimes it's a short time together, but they're bound to separate at some point for most people. And this one was just long overdue, and the pathways were already separating, and I was trying to hold on, and that was causing that toxicity, was the fact that I was trying to hold on too long. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, what energy blocks do you have in your life? What's stopping you from shining your light as bright as possible? Right? Katie shared one story. I shared one. and we have many others that we could sit here and share, and I'm sure you do. But what I needed for me is I need to realize that I was having that energy block. I didn't know I was there. I didn't realize it until it hit me straight in the face that I needed to address it. So what's energy block for you? Now, here are some ways you can identify them. We'll share like how you can identify them and examples of them just so you can get your mind rolling. You might already know, which is awesome. Maybe you don't. And so we just want to help give you some ideas because even when we were researching this and looking it up and pulling stuff from my own life, there were some new ones I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that before. So Katie, why don't you take it over?
So identifying when you have an energy block. A lot of times there can be like an emotional type of numbness. Like you feel like emotionally numb or blank. I know when I was getting towards the end of my teaching career, I felt that a lot. At least when I wasn't with the kids, I would just feel like, and you have difficulty kind of like moving through emotions and you feel kind of disconnected from your emotional self, if that makes sense. You can feel stuck. You can be blocked creatively, which is really difficult to deal with, I think, especially when you're, in a creative world. But your brain is just like so stuck on this energy block that it can't get past to let you flow and let you do your thing.
Yeah, it's amazing how much it could stop you, right? And we don't realize it. So hopefully you can identify like, oh, I'm having these blockages. That feeling stuck, that mental blockage is another one, right? Just you're struggling to come up with words and concepts or ideas, or even what I'm having right now. What's the energy block?
This isn't an energy block. It's just generally how Spencer is.
It's true. I do struggle over words and phrases at times. But another way you can identify those energy blocks in your life is your anxiety and stress. When do you feel anxious? When do you feel stressed out? That can be a very good sign that that thing that's causing that stress and anxiety is an energy block. That doesn't mean that it is for sure, but it could be, right? It raises some flags, right? It's an indicator, raises some flags for you just to take a look at. But also what's crazy is there's physical symptoms to it. It might not seem crazy to you, but those energy blocks, especially once you understand energy and vibrations and all that more, it manifests itself in the physical body, right? So it could be muscle tension, numbness, or tightness you might feel in your body, fatigue, headaches, digestive problems, a variety of things that aren't usual for a healthy body, right? If you notice, my body's different than it was before, even getting sick, right? Those could be some energy blocks, and they're just little signs for you to be like, oh, let's address this. Maybe it's a big thing, maybe it's a small thing, but they're things to watch out for. So those are just some ways you can identify and become aware of those energy blocks in your life. Here are some examples of energy blocks.
So there are several different categories of what can cause energy blocks. So the internal ones, like the self-doubt, the feeling like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not sure about my ability to complete that task. I have imposter syndrome. Overthinking. Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah. My name is Katie. I'm an overthinker. Spending too much time like analyzing decisions instead of just going forth and doing things. Fear of failure. I think that's a big one for a lot of people is, oh my gosh, like what if I can't do this? So you get stuck because you're so worried you're not gonna be able to do it that you never start. Negative self-talk. Perfectionism. Oh, that's a big one for me. Ouch. Yeah. Perfectionism's hard. And a lack of purpose, feeling like you're just kind of drifting, like you don't have a purpose in life.
It's amazing how many categories there are to these energy blocks, and because they can happen in all facets of our life. And Katie named the internal ones, but here's some external ones. And I'm curious. I see, Beverly said she felt the same way. She was teaching with the Sunday Blues. Jennifer said Sunday Blues for sure, right? We're not alone in that. I want you to know you're not alone. And you're not alone with these energy blocks either. So if we say one that really hits home with you, let us know, like, hey, this one hit home, and let us know which one. Just because sharing allows you to see it differently, and it also allows other people to see it, read it, and to let you know you're not alone, because I bet other people feel that one as well. So Katie named the internal, some of the internal energy blocks. Some of the external ones, I mentioned for me, toxic relationships, right? Those people that, those energy vampires. Energy vampires are many different things. That could be a whole topic in and of itself, and it is, right? We have master classes on that and energy recharge events. But an energy vampires. So toxic relationships, overcommitment. I used to do that too much, where I would just say yes to everything because I wanted to be seen, liked, heard, felt, liked, loved, and all those things. Unhealthy work environments. Right? That can be an energy block. Constant interruptions. I mean, I get if it's hard when you have young kids because they're bound to interrupt you. But
or if you live with Spencer.
Or if you live with me. I'm trying to get better about that. It's tough. It's rough. And then financial worries, right? If you're stressing over money and stuff, all of these things are real and they're fine. It's nothing. We're not knocking any of them, but they are all energy blocks. What are some more? Those are only 2 categories. There's actually 5 categories here.
Right. Oh my gosh, there are so many. So some other energy blocks, things that can get in the way: poor sleep habits, lack of exercise, unhealthy diet, chronic stress, ignoring health issues. Those are all things that can definitely cause some serious damage and block up your energy for sure. It's amazing how just having that foundation of good sleep and good sleep hygiene makes such a difference for everything. And exercise, it's not just for losing weight or what, it's for helping keeping your brain going, helping keeping your body strong, giving you energy. Some other emotional energy blocks that can be out there, some unresolved grief, so holding on to sadness or loss that hasn't been processed. I know, if I can say personally for me right now, like we recently had to put down my parents' dog Jake, who I absolutely adored very much. I'm not gonna cry about it though. He was not even
that's okay.
He was not even a year and a half old, and he and I connected really strongly. So like lately, this has been an energy block for me. Is like not being able to get beyond that, like accepting it and moving forward. So I feel that one right now is what I'm saying. Anger and resentment. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. I feel like so many people harbor resentment, either at family members or coworkers or whatever it might be, and it can just really block you up and eat you alive. Fear of judgment, right? We all want to have the Insta ready pictures and all that jazz. Guilt, and of course, comparison. Comparing yourself to other people, forgetting that it's your journey, it's your life, it's your story.
I really appreciate you sharing that. Even the extra thing like the Insta-ready life, like we want that Instagram pictures and life and things like that. And as you said it, part of me thought, and I'm thinking of energizers and me, I'm going, well, I don't care about that, right? Like I don't want an Instagram perfect profile or stuff like that. Okay, and maybe you feel that same way. You're like, whatever, let the young kids, whoever, get that stuff, and that's where you're like, I don't need that. But yet, how many times do you really want that in certain areas of your life? Maybe it's not that picture that you want for Instagram life, but it could show up in little ways. In your, like you're trying to look a certain way for your boss, your coworkers, your friends, your family, right? It doesn't have to be social media ready, but it just made me think of it when you said it. I'm like, well, hold on, maybe it's not that big of a thing, but I bet you, because I know I've done it, where that's little aspects of it that add up over time. And the last one I'll share of these categories is environmental energy blocks. And this first one's actually, really all these energy blocks are energy vampires, to be perfectly honest.
It's true.
In many ways. And one of them was a surprise for me when we were talking about this, and I realized in my life actually a couple times, cluttered spaces, right? Just having a cluttered space makes all the difference, and it blocks your energy. Just having a clean space. Now, I'm a person, I don't like messes, but I used to be like, I could live in this, right? And I know exactly, there's piles of stuff, and I know roughly how far in the pile things are, I know, so I need to go. Katie was crazy at that point, was seeing me, and she's like, let me just organize it. And she did it, and then I lost where it all was. And then I've learned that system and realized, oh my gosh, what a huge energy block. Noise pollution, right? Sometimes it's overstimulating or just having so much noise, having that quiet solitude. I don't know about you, but my inner voice will be really loud at that point sometimes. However, meditation and working to quiet that and learn to really savor the silence or quiet is huge. And, unpleasant atmospheres, as I said, overstimulations. Those are just some of the energy blocks in my life. And I'm curious, what are some energy blocks you've noticed? Feel free to drop those in the comments. We'll ask that again later as you have time to think about it. But just start thinking, what are some energy blocks? If you have an idea or you know what one are, or a couple of them are, drop them in the comments. So we have David Chemetsky here. Yay! Welcome, David, MM. Yay, MM. MM is our amazing team member. She does so much for us. So, MM, thank you for hopping in, joining us, and for all you do. If you everyone give a shout out, say, yo, MM, yay! Like that in the comments, that'd be awesome because she's an absolute rock star. Oh my gosh. So, I feel like we covered that topic pretty well.
Yeah, that was a lot of energy block talk.
And I talk a lot. Shocker.
That's very true.
It's probably an energy block for some people. I don't know.
It might be.
So we'll move on to the next segment.
Ooh,
And that
advice in 60 seconds.
All right, so advice in 60 seconds work like this. I put up a question, just a post. That's what I'm looking for. I put up a post that was a question saying, hey, we have an answer in 60 seconds or less segment in the Jones Before Live show. What questions do you have? It was that broad. There was nothing specific about that, just like, what questions do you have? And we had 2 questions put in there today, and I'll be asking this question again next week and the week after and all that good stuff. So 2 questions. The first question is, are we each answering this for 60 seconds? We probably should have decided this beforehand. Am I answering it for 60 seconds and then you?
No, I think we need to, because the point is like brevity. You know what I mean? Like, these people don't want to be sitting here listening to you talk for a whole 60 seconds.
No, that'd be rough. All right, so I'll ask the question. You start it.
Okay.
All right. So when the first question, I'm going to summarize it, is like, when life is falling apart around you over and over and over again, like sometimes years at times, how can you remain positive?
Oh, that's really hard.
60 seconds.
Wow,
mind you,
okay.
we did not plan this. I knew the questions, but I didn't think about my answers yet. So
Yeah, I may need 60 seconds just to think. No, I'm just kidding. That's really hard. Okay, nobody does it perfectly. Even Spencer, the Prince of Positivity, does not. When life is falling apart, he's not like, I'm still gonna be positive. I think the important thing for me, at least, is I try to do things that I love. Like reading is a huge thing for me. It's always been kind of like an escape. So you want to be careful because I don't want to escape from what's going on in my life. I have to process it and deal with it. But it's a way for me to kind of like step into a world that I enjoy, and it helps calm me so that then I can come back to life with a calmer self and be able to deal with what's going on. I think it's really important to remember to take care of yourself so that even though everything might be falling to pieces around you, you're able to still practice self-care and remember to take care of you.
yeah, totally. And so my quick sense would be, acknowledge that stuff's falling apart around you. Don't just have the toxic positivity. Notice the bad things. Process them. It's not like you're turning a blind eye to it. However, still look for the good things. Look for the lessons that can be learned throughout there. When I was at my lowest of lows, I didn't know what the lessons were going to be. I had faith that there was going to be a lesson, that I was going to learn something at some point that I could teach someone, as vague as it could be. But I had hope and faith that that was going to happen. So I looked for that silver lining. I was intentional about it. I wasn't throwing a blind eye saying, no, it's not bad at all, but here's the positives. So
That's hard.
intentionally look for them. And I love Katie's idea of do things that fill your cup. Don't just put out fires. Don't just put out fires all the time. Do things that fill your cup. That's really, really needed. Yeah. And the second question we had was, what's the goal, what's the mission of the Jonesin 4 Lives, right? The Jonesin 4 Live show. What's the goal, what's the mission?
I mean, I guess for me, the goal is kind of, I don't know, to let you see us in our kind of natural environment. Kind of, even as I'm sitting here with the ring light, shining on me. And no, just
Instagram
to kind of,
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. No,
I tell you, we prepped the set. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It was fun.
I guess kind of, for me, I guess I see the purpose as kind of having fun and then just being able to connect and be with you guys in a new way.
Yeah. I love doing these things. As you probably all guess, I love doing these types of things. And two main reasons why I wanted to do the Jonesin 4 Live. One is I want to connect deeper with you all, and for you all to get to know Katie and I on a different level, because you see my face a lot, you don't see Katie's a lot because she likes being behind the scenes. And so this gives you a chance to see Katie and her personality and see just how we are. because I mean, yeah, we're heading this thing, but it's a community, and we want to get to know you as well. It's hard doing that in a live, but we want to get to know you as well. We try to set that up. And the second reason for me is we want to grow our Energizer family, right? We want to help 1 billion people step into their light, and that's a huge number. So let's start with 1, right? We have 8 people watching live as of this moment. Great, let's connect with you, and then let's grow that. So please share this out. Invite your friends to join us. We want to grow our families so that we can help even more people shine their light. So that's the 2 main goals: to connect deeper with you and grow our family. That's my big intention for that. So for this answers in 60 seconds, I don't know if we got it in 60 seconds. Maybe we should plan that out a little more for next week.
We probably shouldn't.
We'll plan that out more.
We'll work on that, guys.
We'll work on that for next time. But look out for a post asking for questions, or if you have a burning question you want answered in 60 seconds or less, message me or Katie, and we will add it to the list. No promises we'll get to everyone, but our goal is to do like 1 to 3 each episode. So as we move on, there's a couple, one thing I want to share is this is episode 1 of season 1 of the Jonesin for Live. We're testing this out because we want to make sure that you enjoy it, right? Our goal is to connect deeper with you, and if it's not helping you, if it's not helping us grow our audience, grow our community, it sounded weird saying audience. If it's not helping us grow our Energizer family, then we won't do it, right? We want to put our energy, our focus into things that serve you, that help us impact even more people. Mm-hmm. So this is a test run. We're having 6 episodes of this. So we're starting, it's going to be Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, same time this one went live, and we're going to go until, we're already over a half hour. Oops. We're trying for a half hour.
Spencer ran over?
I did. Shocker. So we're almost done. In any case, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, that will be here for the next 6 weeks. So January 6th is our last one, because on the 7th we leave for the Philippines for our Philippines experience, where you take some Energizers there and have an awesome time. Yeah, get ready. I remember we're going to have some fun. So we have that. I did want to first invite you to join our 3-day challenge that we have coming up next week. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 13th, 14th, 15th of December. It's a 3-day mindset reset challenge. It's a totally different challenge than we run before, because they're 90-minute sessions where we're going to learn about a topic. We're going to give you work time, not just me blabbering on for 90 minutes. We're actually going to be work time in there, and then we come back and learn and grow and give feedback and support each other. So if you really want to evaluate your mindset, see what worked, see what didn't work in 2024, be ready for a rockin' 2025, let me know. And actually, I'll drop it in the comments too, the link for it. It's $47 to sign up, or you can invite 3 people and have 3 people join the Energy Hub, our free Facebook community. Be part of it if you're not already. And then you can get it for $1. So $47 or $1, your choice, but it's happening. And so I'll drop the link with all the details. Love it if you sign up. Invite your friends, your family to join us as well. So Katie, you want to take the next one?
All right. Wow. All right. So the Spencer and Katie behind the scenes. Today, a quick prompt.
Already running over, so we can make that really quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Favorite place we've ever traveled? Go ahead. You go first.
Favorite place. I'm trying to drop the link in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll go first. Shh. See, I already screwed up. Okay. My favorite place we've ever traveled is Bucharest, Romania. It's a really cool place with really cool people. The culture is amazing. And I don't know, when I'm there, I just feel, it feels magical. Your turn.
I totally agree. I'm going to say Romania as well. It stole my heart. There was some, we visited one of the sanctuaries, monasteries there, and in that sanctuary, I felt so close to God more than anywhere else in my life. That moment and the moment on Mount Chukash where we climbed, we did this 8-10 hour, it was a ridiculously long day, hiking up to the top, and we could see all parts of Romania. And that was I love it. So we love to travel, right? I guess one of the things Romania has our heart.
There you go. Sure. That's Spencer and Katie behind the scenes.
There you go. Can't wait for Philippines, see if that steals the place. We'll see. All All right. Do you have any questions for us? We have a Q&A session. Probably should have asked that earlier.
Oh, we probably should have.
Should have. Do you have any questions for us? Let's see. Beverly's heading to bed. Have a good night, Beverly.
Sleep
it is
well.
late in London. Sleep well. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh. Feel free to ask any questions before as we start to wrap this up. Love your thoughts and your feedback on this as well. So feel free, you can drop it in the comments if you like, but or you can message me. All right, send me a message, send Katie a message. Let us know your thoughts. Did you like this? Would you change something? Right? We'll take your feedback and learn and grow from it to see how we can best serve you. You can best serve us by and this live by sharing it out, inviting people to join us. That's probably the best way. As people might be writing any questions you might have or be thinking of them for next week, we'll do a better job of prompting that. I just want to say thank you to everyone who got my book, You Are Enough, just released last week. So almost a week ago, last week, Tuesday. So it's You Are Enough, 101 uplifting quotes from the Prince of Positivity. That's me. And so it's really cool because it has like all these cool colors and quotes on each page. So you could just like wake up one day and flip to a page and read it. I love you just the way you are. Even more importantly, I hope you love you just the way you are. It's available on Amazon. So just search for You Are Enough 101 and it'll show up. If you're local, you can get it at Lions as well. So there we go. I don't see any questions. So that means we get to wrap it up next week. Next week we'll do questions.
We'll be ready.
Hey, we're only 7 minutes over. Not bad for our first one. All right. I'll get better. I promise. I'll be more concise.
Maybe we should have 6-second answers.
There you go.
I think my time is up, Spencer.
Yep, there you go. Perfect. So I would love to hear one takeaway that you have. Feel free to drop that in the comments. If you're watching this, for replays, the replay is going to be available on Facebook, YouTube, and the Jonesin 4 Academy. And we're also going to take the audio and put it on our Jonesin 4 Show podcast. So you can check it out there, and feel free to check out that podcast, A Daily Energize as well. I invite you to join our 3-day challenge. I put the link in the comments. Come join it. We'd love to have you. Any last parting words from you?
Thank you for being here. He does this to me. It seems so simple, and yet my mind goes.
Hey, well, you are thankful though, right?
I am.
You are, okay.
I am so thankful that Spencer made me do that. I mean, that Spencer invited me to do this. No, thank you for being here. It was very fun.
And look for us the next 5 weeks. Crazy. I love it. So look for us the next 5 weeks here on the Jonesin 4 page. Again, feel free to share this, invite people to join us. And, I hope you join our challenge, all the good stuff. But I hope you take away this, if anything. Know that you are amazing. You are worthy. You are enough just the way you are. So go shine your beautiful light this week. We hope that this show has helped you, this live has helped you in some way, shape, or form. So go shine bright and live your life to the max. Thank y'all. We'll catch you later. Bye.